Welcome back to the Team Dawling Football Shirt channel. This week coming to you from the Ashton-under-Lyne Travelodge, where I am once again on the road with work. Will be a bit of a shorter episode this week. Time has been tight recently. The house move finally seemingly has a date, which is about 8 days from now at time of recording. So just waiting for confirmation of that, and looking forward to showing you guys the potential setup for the new house, which will probably be the next video if all goes well. But in the meantime, got a little video this week. Bearing in mind, of course, the costs associated with moving house and the money that's been going out of my account in the last couple of months, decided to do a little challenge for myself this month. So, as you know, football shirts can cost £80 plus basically for a new shirt these days. So I thought I would set myself a challenge, give myself 50 quid and see what I could come up with in 1 month with £50. So this is what I came up with. So let's see what I got. Okay, so starting off with the cheapest of the 3 shirts that I bought. This one cost £13, and I got it through Twitter. If anybody that watches this is not on Twitter or X or whatever it's called these days, it's a great place to meet shirt collectors, and it's a great place to trade shirts among you. So the first shirt that I picked up, £13, like I said, was this 23-24 Porto home shirt. Nice New Balance effort. Yeah, I mean, it's got a decent little pattern within the material. The stripes have got a little straighted edge, so a bit of details in there. You know my feelings on betting sponsors, not a big fan of that. However, overall, not a bad shirt. Condition-wise, it is essentially perfect. So for 13 quid, considering the only Porto shirt I have in my collection prior to this is one that was completely destroyed through overwear, poor care, and I've now customized it. This now becomes my only legitimate FC Porto shirt. So for 13 quid, a shirt that's only a couple of seasons old and in great nick, I'll take it. Okay, so the second shirt that I picked up was £17. This one is from Vinted, which is a place where you can find football shirt bargains if you know what you're looking for. So there is a sea of fakes to swim through if you're on Vinted, but you can find the odd bargain. So this one is again in very good condition, almost perfect, I'd say. So this is the 2021 Hamburg home shirt, nice little Adidas number. First Hamburg shirt in the collection. Iconic badge with Hamburg, isn't it? I mean, that's Hamburg all day. When you see that, you know where it is. But yeah, it's a decent effort. The material is very nice. Again, like I said, great condition. Iconic 3 stripes and so on. Clean. I mean, the cuffs are very nice as well, with the blue, red and white trim. So hint of Leon about it. A bit of foreshadowing potentially there. But yeah, it's got the coordinates on the back of the stadium sleeve sponsor. But again, for 17 quid, basically in brand new condition, arrived quickly, and unlike some shirts you get online, smelled amazing. So the sign it has come from someone that cares. But yeah, 17 quid for that, can't go wrong. Happy days. So if you're keeping track, that's 2 shirts at £30. Not bad. Okay, finally, so you figured it out. It's 3 shirts for 50 quid is what I managed to get. Another fairly recent one here, and one that I did try to buy actually from the club store initially with the name set and printed up, but it was lost in the post and never arrived. Complete mystery as to where it went. But finally got my hands on one, £20, again through Twitter, and it is this Leon 23-24 third shirt. So it's one of those shirts where quite often I'll have a shirt that I like, and I keep seeing it advertised, and I keep potentially almost clicking to put it into my bag, never buy it. It's one of those ones where it's not a must-have, you know. but it's one that you'd like to have eventually. And in this case, patience has paid off, because again, this shirt is basically brand new, in perfect condition, great colours, great design, 20 quid, lovely stuff really. It's unfortunately got the old blank back there, which is necessary for shirt numbers and so on, but lovely shirt. And because none of these shirts are tagged, there'll be no de-tagging anxiety, so we'll probably get worn as well. But yeah, lovely shirt, lovely details, bright colours. What more can you ask for? So there we go, that's 3 shirts for £50. So it just goes to show that with a bit of patience, there are shirts out there which will improve your collection for a fraction of the price that they are being sold for brand new. I think that brings the collection total now to around 340 or 341. We'll have a look. I'll overlay some better photographs of these shirts so you can have a look at them as well. I think there's 1 or 2 shirts that I haven't actually added to my collection thread on X. I haven't photographed yet. So I'll try and get that done in the next couple of days and keep that all up to date. But I think we're around 340 now for football shirts. Last week, quite deliciously nerdy. I enjoyed it. I actually brought my football shirt spreadsheet up to date. Not everyone has one of those, but it was about a year out of date, so there's quite a lot of shirts to add to it. However, gone through it. I try to keep an idea of what the value of my collection is. There's no hard and fast rules of value, because people will pay what they want to pay, although they won't sell for anything less than what they want to sell for. So there's no universal football shirt valuation. So my valuations are a mixture of what I've seen the shirt sold for by somebody else and what I would accept for it if I was to sell it. I mean, there are certain shirts obviously in my collection which I wouldn't sell, certainly not now anyway. But yeah, I did create a couple of graphs out of it, so it makes it interesting reading anyway. I'll probably stick a couple of graphs on so you can have a look here. It's the most interesting ones probably are by country and by brand. So Adidas was the most popular brand for me, which is not an intentional thing, but I think a reflection of the fact that Arsenal are with Adidas. So obviously I do tend to get most of the Arsenal shirts eventually, so that's bumped up the Adidas numbers. It's not a brand that I aim for, but I mean, you can see here with these 3 shirts, 2 of them are Adidas, so they're a prolific brand, they make nice shirts. So there we go. In terms of countries covered, again, because I generally collect Norwich shirts as well, that certainly bumps up the numbers for the English league. But there's a lot of people who have rules about not collecting other English team shirts because they're a rival to your club. I mean, I don't really care about that, to be honest with you. I don't really see Arsenal as having many direct rivals. Like, there's no reason for me not to own a Burton Albion or a Forest Green shirt because they're English. They're not rivals to Arsenal, are they? And sometimes these clubs have nice shirts. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of English club shirts. And then it's sort of Germany, Italy, France. But yeah, I'll stick a couple of graphs up, have a look through it. That's really going to be it for this week. I don't really have any complicated, long thoughts to add. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting moved into the new house and showing you guys the potential of the space. Now, I mean, it's not going to be a quick process setting up the new space. There's going to be furniture to order. There's going to be rails to set up, but it is a space that has a lot of potential, and I'm really excited about building something of my own. So yeah, next video will hopefully be a tour around the shirt room, to be potentially a little sneak peek at the rest of the house, because it is a exciting time for me and my wife, because this is a proper dream house material for us. It's somewhere that we're very excited to move into. So all their fingers and toes are crossed that we can get the relevant paperwork signed to lock it in. As soon as I do that, as soon as we're in, then I'll show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, we'll close out today with a few photos of the shirts that I bought, and we'll catch you next time. So see you then. Bye bye.